Hey, welcome back to the program, everybody. We got a great show coming up. We have Riley Schmitz, Dave Capdevielle, and Jean Claude back in the host seat yet again. But before we do that, a quick disclaimer. This was recorded in 2019. That means we talk about going to bars, the Has-Been Hotel premiere coming out, and overall it's a lot of fun. A couple of audio issues, but it's definitely worth a listen. So sit right back, and without further ado, coming up on Almost Adults.
Dude,
an unboxing live on the podcast.
Yeah.
You don't get to see what it is. We get to tell you.
Because I was like, you know what? I don't want the consciousness of like me having a cake on my debit card record.
If I get 6 of them, I'll become Thanos.
Listen, Gary Busey is a treasure to mankind.
There'd be a lot more feces in the water, I'll tell you that much.
My friend Gage is gonna talk to you. Oh, and Jean Claude, oh, Jean Claude, he'll be there, oh, too. Well, they're gonna talk about the things they wanna say, speak about their lives from day to day. They're gonna dive into the nuts and bolts. Welcome y'all to Always Adults.
It's actually Almost Adults. Hey, everybody. I always want to start with a song.
Yeah, why do you always
gotta
want to start with a song?
Stop. I gotta stop that. Everyone hates it when I start with a song. All the comments, all the YouTubes are like, hey, Gage, you just gotta stop. But I don't. I keep doing it, and it's a problem. And I'm sick of it, and it makes me want to claw my eyes out.
You know what I hate more?
Yeah?
When you explain why you don't like singing a song.
You're right.
If you,
I should
if you were to just embrace it and then just take the flack, that's one thing. But
I should just stick to the song.
seek help.
Hey,
Help.
you should sing a heavy metal version of the PB&J Otter Noodle Dance.
Ooh.
It's a noodle dance.
Oh,
That was
is he
beautiful.
dead?
Devin
Is it
Townsend
over?
would be so proud.
Yeah.
That was genuine cough. Like, ugh, there's a tickle in my throat too.
Yeah, that sounded rough.
It was like a cough.
That didn't sound good.
That was like an embarrassment.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, hey guys, welcome back to my podcast show. It's nice that everyone showed up, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Today, oh, hang on.
It already broke.
Did it?
Oh.
No,
it
I
looks-
just had to turn myself down a little. Oh, I turned myself down too much.
Oh.
I get like a very theatrical voice
You do.
Yeah.
when I do this.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Someone's at the door.
Hold on
It's
a
me.
second.
It's a surprise guest!
This isn't even. This isn't even a bit.
Oh, thank you so much.
Are we on our podcast?
He's got a random Amazon package.
Dude, we're gonna
Hell
do an
yeah.
unboxing.
Dude.
An
yeah.
unboxing live on the podcast.
Yeah.
You don't get to see what it is. We get to tell you.
Yeah. Audio only.
I haven't done this
Dude,
in months.
ASMR. Do ASMR.
You can open that up if you want.
You want to see what it is?
Yeah.
All right, I'm opening up Gage's mail, which
I got
is,
it.
I think it's
That's
a crime
illegal
under
in the
federal
United
regulation,
States, by the
but
way.
It's pretty epic to me, so I don't care.
It's probably a book.
It's strawberry, apple, cherry,
Flavored
chia,
condoms, Gage.
kind of. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Strawberry.
Sweet.
apple.
Guys, it's they're lying. It's an energy bar. They're lying.
I'm gonna eat like all of these.
It's an energy stone.
It's an energy stone.
It's a JO crystal.
If I get 6 of them, I'll become Thanos.
I
Why
swear to
does
God, I'll
like the,
fucking
why does
snap
like the
you away.
description of this sound like something like Thanos would say? It's like, in an ideal world, we'd be able to carry around a box of fresh strawberries everywhere we go.
I don't know. I think my dad sent that to my. Anyways, thanks, Dad.
What a nice dad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks, Gage's
I have a
dad.
pretty cool dad. Anyways,
Your dad's trying to give you some energy.
Yeah.
anyways,
The last thing my dad
anyways.
sent me was a cease and desist.
In all honesty, you kind of need to.
Right?
You were a little pushy.
Just need some space.
Yeah.
I haven't done this in a while, so I'm a little rusty on this. But
okay, we'll guide
hey,
you.
everybody! Welcome to the show of Almost Adults. We have some returning guests here. We have Dave Capdevielle of Recapitate and Has-Been Hotel fame.
Boo.
Yay!
Boo.
Dave, what would you say your claim to fame is?
Have you ever seen that video called Hydraulic Press Crushes Child's Hopes and Dreams?
I have not.
Well, I have nothing to do with that.
Oh,
But
those are my hopes and dreams.
but one time I stole a cake from Walmart.
Did
Really?
you?
Yeah.
That's my claim. I got away with it.
When I was 21, I got away with stealing a chocolate cake from Walmart.
Did you just pick it up and leave the store?
Well, no. What happened was that I was my 21st birthday, and I was drunk, and I was like, I want a cake, and my friends, my good friends in Louisiana, dropped me off at the Walmart, and just said, all right, go and get your cake and come back, and they just let drunk me wander into this neighborhood Walmart. And I was fully prepared to pay for it because what I did at the bar beforehand, there was an ATM. So I had taken out $20 because I was like, you know what? I don't want the consciousness of like me having a cake on my debit card record because, don't want to acknowledge my health problems. Yeah. But I was like, okay. So I forgot that I guess in my drunken stupor that I had the $20 in my pocket. So I went to the self-checkout and I slid my card. And, like, I tried 3 times, and it said, like, denied or, like, wasn't confirmed. And I was like, okay. And then I just walked out the store with the cake.
People around you are like, you swiped his card.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
You're like,
good.
I think
And
I
I
did the
remember-
proper steps. I think I'm good.
I remember in the parking lot, there was, like, this lady with a clipboard, and she was trying to get me to, like, save children.
Oh my god.
I had someone do that to me the other day. I was walking in downtown Glendale, and someone pointed at my Marvel shirt, and they're like, "Hey, I like Marvel. You should talk to me." And I'm like,
It doesn't
No.
qualify
"Yeah,
for that.
No.
yeah. I'm sorry. It's the biggest
wait,
franchise in the world."
He wasn't
and
trying to like get you to buy something or save the
He
children.
was trying
'cause
to,
there's-
he was trying to get me to sign up for something,
Oh, okay.
and everyone was passing him. And I guess he's reached his wit's end, and he's like, I like Marvel. We have something in common."
Maybe he was like, save the children from Thanos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanos
he's
is
trying to
dead. Didn't
snap
you see
him
the
out.
new movie? But sorry,
What?
spoiler
Oh my
alert.
god, you spoiled.
Jesus
What the
Christ.
fuck?
Spoiled Ant-Man and the Wasp
I spoiled Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I was waiting
Poor
to
me.
see that and everything. Fuck.
with Paul Rudd.
With Paul
Yeah.
Rudd and the woman.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
and the woman from Lost. Thank you very much. She has
That
a
is the
name.
one from Lost, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm sorry, we haven't finished So that's Dave. He's been on the show
Hey,
before.
what's up?
Claim to fame, stealing a
He-
chocolate cake.
Chocolate Cake Dave, as we call him.
Tastes like shit.
We have Jean Claude. You might have recognized him from a couple of
A couple of episodes.
20 podcasts. Yeah,
Yeah.
20 podcasts
It's
or
been
so.
a while. I don't even know how many podcasts you've released since I've been back
Not
on.
honestly, not much. I released like a handful, probably like 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty significant. Well,
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a good
lot,
chunk of
yeah.
time. We're glad to have you back, my dude.
Glad to be back. I have no claim to fame as
You're welcome
lofty
back.
as stealing a chocolate cake. But when I was a little boy, I went into a CVS and I stole a little like rubber chicken.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like
and
one like the Svengoolie like squeeze and
it was like no, it wasn't even that big. It was like even smaller. It was almost like a stress toy. It had like little beads inside it that you could squeeze. And I thought it was cool, so I put it in my. I was wearing cargo shorts.
Yeah.
So I slapped it into one of my pockets, went home, and then I was chilling with my dad on the couch, and he like picked me up, and he's like, "What's that in your pocket?" And I pull out this rubber chicken. He's like, "Who bought that for you? Where'd you get this?" And he made me return it.
Aww.
It was a good lesson in humility and not trusting my hubris. So,
Don't steal, kids.
Don't steal,
Yeah,
kids.
Don't steal.
Especially
Unless
not
the,
rubber chickens.
unless the
'cause-
person's rich, then that's okay.
Yeah,
Speaking
then it's
speaking
fine.
of stealing, we have Zitty Bones on the podcast, aka Riley.
Yeah, Riley, what'd you steal?
I'm about to steal your hearts.
I knew it.
Aw.
You already have.
Honey, you did that years ago when you worked for me.
Oh my god.
Bitch.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Riley is a horror artist. I think that's accurate to say, right?
no, I'm a very nice and wholesome artist.
A very nice and wholesome artist that happens to do some horrifying imagery.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I met you through Dave.
Yes.
And it was weird because the first time we met was at my birthday, and we barely knew each other at the time, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That was back
Yeah.
in September.
Yeah, it was back in September, and he's like,
2018.
"I'm in town. Our birthdays are pretty close together," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Hey, why don't you come out? We'll have a couple of drinks and stuff." And it was a great time.
It was awesome. That was a really fun party.
And then I tricked you both into going to Monster Palooza with me.
Oh god, yeah. Such a
We were
fun-
deceived
We waited
into
in an hour and a
Monsterpalooza.
half line to meet Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
We did, yeah.
How was
It
that?
Paid
cool.
a
It was fun, actually. That line was like, it was us and then our friends Sean, our janitor, and then our friend Skin Cube.
shout out to
And,
those guys.
Shout out to those guys. And it
Hell
was
yeah.
just like, it was almost, I mean, obviously meeting Bruce Campbell was like the highlight of my year, but that actually just chatting in the line for an hour and a half was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was
We kept making fun of like Kevin
Smith.
like yeah, like I forgot what was it, Riley? Was it you who like hates Kevin Smith, or is that Sean?
I think it's Riley.
I mean, I don't want to say hates, but I'm definitely not a fan.
Yeah. Do you like Clerks or anything like that, or you just not like him?
It's okay. None of his movies have really like done anything for me. He has some funny moments, but like overall, I'm just kind of like.
Listen, are you
it's
doubting the
alright."
artistic integrity of a man who made yoga hosers?
That movie's fucking brilliant. How dare you? Are you trying to be sarcastic about yoga hosers?
You know what's
Because
funny is that like I feel like if Yoga Hosers was like directed by like somebody under like the Troma name or something, it could be like a cult classic.
No.
Because it's Kevin
No.
Smith. It's like
you expect
Dude, you've been doing
things-
this for 30 years. You should make a better movie than Yoga Hosers.
yeah.
well,
It's weird because like I watched Tusk and I don't there's few movies I've seen where I kind of was like this really weird opinion of I don't know what to think of this, because it's weird enough that I like it, but it's also weird enough that I'm like, this is really dumb.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah.
it's
Absolutely.
like I guess it would be like Requiem for a Dream, where I'm like, I liked this, but I'm not gonna watch it again.
Oh yeah. No, fuck
Right.
that movie.
I felt the
Jesus.
same way about Midsommar. Spoiler alert.
Oh, I still need to see
It's
Midsummer.
so
yeah,
good.
I won't.
Oh
I
my
won't
God.
spoil it for you, but it's definitely jarring. Have you seen it, John Claude?
I have not.
Well, I know
no.
it basically like from the trailer I can tell it becomes like the Wicker Man a little
It
bit.
kind of.
Oh, it doesn't
A little
matter.
bit, yeah.
It's
Is
its
it,
own
is it
film.
based off the like Shakespearean play or?
No.
No,
Oh,
no,
it's
no.
not. Okay.
It's by the guy who directed Hereditary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's
Another-
scary.
Which that was great.
Yeah,
I
Hereditary.
love that movie.
I fucking love
Sorry,
Hereditary.
hold on real quick. I'm going to turn off the AC.
No.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, there's another Amazon package at the door too.
Sweet.
They just keep coming.
Yeah.
They don't stop. The energy bars.
Both your parents sent you things at different times.
It's like his dad sent him like an Energizer.
Sabotage the podcast.
Yeah, he knew.
His mom sends like a
A
depressant.
depressor. Dad sends energizing bar. Mom sends weed.
Yeah.
And
His mom knows.
Can you buy weed on Amazon?
you cannot.
Dude.
Not that I've checked,
Like
but
I
I'm
don't know.
pretty sure.
Like, you
it's-
can buy a lot of weird things on Amazon.
Yeah,
They
Amazon's
don't
weird.
monitor.
Jeff Bezos, he's like, just put weed on there.
Just
I've
put
been
weed
looking it
as a
up.
funny LOL joke.
Jean Claude is currently scouring the internet to see if you can buy
I'm
weed
just
on
gonna
Amazon.
type weed into there and see what that. There's
Probably like weed killers and stuff.
yeah, there's weed killers. There's a lot of
Like marijuana classics.
there's a lot of paraphernalia.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't know Amazon was a
Dude,
liberal company.
Riley, I'm gonna buy you the Scratch and Sniff Book of Weed by Seth Madden.
Oh,
Dude,
It's
That's
no
that's
way.
half of
They
Seth
have it on
Rogen.
hardback.
that's kind of a good
So-
idea.
Oh my
I
God.
like
It's
the
a
idea.
hard-
Hold
Hardback
on,
book?
hold on. Right underneath that is mind you, this is labeled under bestseller. Horny goat weed herbal complex extract for men and women.
Holy shit, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it emphasizes horny quite a bit. It's right up
It's the
front,
biggest word
big
in
and
the
bold.
whole,
Yeah.
of the whole pill bottle.
It's on my wish list.
It's a pill lot. Oh my God.
horny
Jesus.
goat weed.
Wow.
Hey kids, if you wanna, we gotta thank our
my
sponsors
God,
today.
The fucking description is like is like a novel.
Wait, is it a novel or is it a?
Oh no, it's pills,
If you've been
but the
feeling
description is a novel.
listless, Horny
Okay.
goat weed is the perfect choice for recovering your vigor.
Oh, so it's like an aphrodisiac.
It's an aphrodisiac.
Wow.
Look at they look so happy.
Look, she's getting
They're doing
like,
yoga.
She's getting like baned.
Oh, via his feet.
Now it's like a break her
Dude,
back.
Guys, this is a
sick.
PG
I'm
podcast.
sorry.
Not anymore.
Listen,
It's a
we're almost
fucking
adults. We're not
PG-13.
quite there yet.
Wait, am I allowed to curse?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
allowed to curse.
Okay.
I asked that
fuck
question right
yeah.
before we started.
Sweet. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah,
should've
no
asked.
problem. Glad you're having fun, Riley.
I'm always having fun, but not really. But always.
But not
wow, I couldn't have said it better myself.
It's pretty much
Killed
life in
the
general.
mood
It's like,
faster than John Wilkes.
Do you think John Wilkes Booth, even before he murdered President Lincoln, was just kind of a downer at parties?
Well, he was an actor, wasn't he?
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
You would think he would be very. He was like a well-respected actor too.
You know what? I would actually be a little bit more sympathetic to John Wilkes Booth if it had been like Lincoln had saw another play with him and be like, that guy sucks. Like, you know what I mean? Like
That
you
would
gave him
be
like a
fucking
crappy
Like crappy review, and just like the president's down talking.
The Civil War equivalent of like Rotten Tomatoes.
I was certified fresh, this bastard.
Yeah, that would be like George Clooney killing the president today.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually kind of true.
Yeah. Not that I endorse killing the president.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
just saying.
do that. Don't
do that.
We already committed a federal crime by me opening your mail, so we're
Jesus
already
Christ.
on.
Well, I gave
We're
you
on
permission.
one-way
Well,
ticket
I
now.
don't know if that matters. Anyways, John Wilkes Booth. Yeah, great guy.
Good guy. We
Great
should
guy.
invite him on the podcast.
Shout out to old
Shout out.
Johnny.
Shout outs to Wilkes Booth.
Wilkes
Well,
Booth.
dude, what if somebody like a DJ had the name of John Wilkes and he was in the booth?
Ooh.
Oh my God.
John Wilkes.
Wow.
And he's like, I
I'd
got
go
a
see
killer
that guy.
track.
I'd go see that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, I got
And
the
it just plays like a scratching sound of Lincoln being shot.
That would be fucking great. I would listen
Have you
to
ever
it.
actually been to like a club where there's like an actual DJ or
Where they
anything?
start
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
John.
Yeah.
I went to Detroit recently, and apparently Detroit is like the home of techno music.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it is.
And there was a concert that evening at a really sketchy club in not a great part of town. But apparently it was all like the original 90s techno DJs that just never left Detroit. And they were playing their records off their thing, and it was a good time. A lot of people that were on either ecstasy or acid.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Yeah,
It was magical.
Detroit is a scary place.
it's
it,
wild.
it can be.
It's pretty
but-
cool.
It's pretty cool. It's definitely an up-and-coming city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see more of it. Did they ever build that RoboCop statue there?
No, I think it's being built.
No,
though.
is it under construction?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Because
I
there's
sure
a
as hell didn't see
Kickstarter.
it.
For those of you who don't know, there's a Kickstarter to fund a RoboCop statue in Detroit, and they got their goal because it's RoboCop and it's amazing.
Hell yeah.
But
That's like I don't remember where, but they put a like life-size Jason Voorhees statue attached to like a chain at the bottom of a lake. And like
Okay.
yeah, and I can't remember where it was, but I saw it on like Bloody Disgusting or something. They were talking about it, and I think it was sort of like they were like scuba divers who would go down there and be like, "Oh, look at like the manta rays," and then there's just Jason Voorhees. Like,
in there.
yeah.
Oh
how
my
many
God.
people would realistically see that? Like
Yeah, exactly.
Jason
Zero.
Voorhees. Is that a popular scuba place?
I mean, it's got to be like they got to advertise it probably, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
they
has to
must. I hope so.
You would
Can you imagine
think.
just like shitting your pants in like a wetsuit
Oh,
at the
God.
bottom of a
yeah.
lake?
It'll
and
come out your
and
neck.
Just deal- exactly. But like, if I saw that at the bottom, there'd be something.
There'd
going
be a
on.
lot more feces in the
Yeah.
water. I'll tell you that much.
It's scary to think that like, didn't they used to like kill witches besides burning them? They would like tie cinder blocks to them and throw them in like lakes and stuff.
Yeah,
I believe
and if
so.
they
And then they said
died,
they
they
floated.
weren't a witch.
Yeah.
Right.
And if they survived, they were a witch.
God, that's gotta be like the most terrifying way to go. Like
Yeah.
forced drowning.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think drowning is probably worse. It's up there with freezing and burning for sure.
Nah,
Freezing, I
burning.
think, would be okay because like your body starts to like.
You fall asleep.
No,
down.
I would rather burn than freeze.
Okay.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
What?
I actually-
really?
Because
agree
it burns
with
off your
that.
nerves first, right?
No, it's horrible. I'm sure. I mean, like,
You would know.
I wouldn't, but I hope not. Fuck. We can find out, I guess.
We can
It's gonna be a crazy podcast, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna
You
be
know, you
burning
want
and freezing, and it's good.
To keep the show lighthearted, you want your death to be instantaneous.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
for
flash
sure,
freezing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bullet
No,
to
I
the
want
head.
it long and
Yeah.
drawn out and depressing. It's like really
want my-
horrible.
Do you think like cryogenic slumber is that actually a thing that works, or is that just science fiction?
I mean,
I think it's
so the
science fiction.
problem with it right now is that when you freeze something, especially cells and stuff like that. So if you freeze a fruit, they have cells, right?
Right.
And when you freeze them, ice is larger than water, right? Liquid.
Yeah.
That's why when you put like a can of Coke in the freezer, it explodes because the ice makes it bigger. So if you freeze too quickly, the ice forms those crystalline structures and shatters the cells. So then when you thaw it out, all the cell walls are broken and you get soggy fruit, or you die as a
God.
person. So that's why you have to, if you were to cryogenically freeze someone, it'd have to be like a flash freeze. So the water doesn't have a chance to form its like crystal structure, and you're fine.
So, but if like it was done wrong, we would explode.
You would freeze and you die, and then when they thaw you out, you'd just be a mushy mess.
Sweet.
I don't know if you'd explode.
Oh god.
Because you're not under pressure. But you'd be like a mushy. Put like a grape in the freezer, and then thaw it out, and it'll just like.
I can picture it.
Yeah.
Jeez, I don't want to picture it.
So
It
Walt
sounds terrible.
Disney's gonna have
Way
to deal with some crazy
Way
stuff.
to bring the mood down.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to get cryogenically frozen.
Yeah, let's
but
go back to Lincoln getting shot. It's a real mood keeper.
It's keeping it up. It's keeping it light.
That's the mood jazz, yeah. People are going to be like, oh boy, can't wait to see what Dave Capdevielle is talking about after 2 years of not being on a podcast.
Listen, it's
You
only
know,
been-
the
it's only
quickest
been a
way to
year.
die is a bullet to the head.
It actually, I think it has just been like a year and a couple months since I ended Recapitate.
Yeah, how are you feeling about that? Do you feel, I don't want to say do you feel good about this decision, but do you feel comfortable with it?
I felt not so comfortable with it for a while, but I think I'm over it. I was like, I actually had a relapse where I'm like, should I come back with it? And I took a day to think about it, and I'm like, no, I don't want to backtrack. You know? I mean, I love doing it, and I'm glad I did it, but I just kind of wanted to progress, you know?
Right.
The next
right.
step,
Nice. What's your next step? What are you working on?
steal 2 cakes.
Steel. Oh.
No, I'm working on a couple things. I'm kind of, we're in a lull right now because the Has-Been Hotel pilot's being finished. My part of the writing process is done, obviously. But I might have to work with the music and stuff. But besides that, I'm trying to like throw together a couple like a big music project is one thing I'm trying to do. And then I want to eventually bring back the radio show I did, the Dave Capdevielle live on air right now. Because the problem with it is that like I was actually really happy with it, but I blew my wad way too quickly. Like honestly, like on the first episode, because I went all out. Because it started with my friend Hellbent, who was like, you should do like a weekly like stream or like a radio show thing just to kind of keep your audience around. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So it was supposed to just be like a kind of a grabber thing, like a time killer. But unfortunately, like my stupid brain is like, oh, let's make this like bigger and bigger until the point where like I made like and hired voice actors and did 2 fake commercials. I made bumpers, music. I bought a new soundboard, and by the end of it, I had spent like $300 on just the first episode of this radio show. And I was like, I mean, people liked it. They seemed to, at least, unless they were lying.
It was great.
But
I loved it.
I liked it.
But looking at it, I want to kind of reformat it. I'm gonna keep like all the bumpers and stuff because I wanted to do kind of the variety thing where like I liked doing because I love fake commercials, like making those. That would kind of be like the little like I guess variety aspect of it. But I want to bring something kind of like that back. But
Nice.
I don't know if it's gonna be as because the problem with that is that like, it was so hard to keep a schedule with it because it required me to find a guest every single week. And then throw all this
Yeah.
stuff together.
Yeah.
So
That's difficult even with just like a podcast like
I need a
this.
co-host, but I'm not good at co-hosting with people.
You should get a mean. You should get a mean to do it.
Amin's a good boy.
I mean, he's a very nice man. I met him yesterday.
Yeah. We went out to a bar last night, Zitty, and Jean Claude was introduced to Amin.
Nice.
And some
He's
other
such
folks.
A good boy.
Amin literally just speaking of the. Oh no!
Speaking of the devil,
we need to talk about the mermaid skeleton.
Yes.
do we really?
We do.
We gotta bust
We
it.
talked about it for a
definitely
good
need to.
while, but we weren't
Did we talk
recording
about it while
before.
we were recording?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
All I want to say is that there's a mermaid skeleton you could buy, and it's full sized, and it's only $69.99. And I posted
They
like,
knew.
hey, convince me not to buy this, and everybody's doing the opposite and convincing me to buy it.
What'd you expect when you
You
posted
should.
it on the internet? And you're like known for having skeletons. You're the skeleton
Yeah,
man.
thanks
true.
for boosting my
That's
my
all.
likability
That's all you're
there.
really
Yeah, it
known
is.
for, Dave. Is
It's
being the
good.
skeleton
It's
man.
hard for me because like I tried Tinder once
Yeah.
and it's like occupation, butcher, hobbies, horror movies, and it's like You don't get any hits when you.
You don't. That's true. Unless girls are really into like kinky stuff like that, or they just want to die.
The problem is though, is that the ones that are like really into that kind of stuff are creepier.
Yeah.
And it's like, 'cause I'm pretty mellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like really weird shit.
Right.
I think that's
But I'm not into weird. There's a difference between liking weird shit and being into weird shit.
Yeah, definitely.
right.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of people with hate to break this up, Riley, but you met the director of Hereditary and Midsommar,
Damn straight I
and
did.
you were telling me like how humble of a guy he is, but if you see his work, it's like
Fucking-
batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
So,
he's like the
like,
nicest guy.
And we were talking a little about this with celebrities before, how like I don't know if I want to get into this, but
delve into it.
in my
Oh.
personal experience, it seems like the more deranged your field of expertise is, the more normal you are, if that makes sense. Like I wouldn't trust a guy on a kids show.
Yeah.
Steve from Blue's Clues?
Steve from Blue's Clues.
That son of a bitch.
I heard he overdosed on heroin.
That's why
He's
he
still
went
alive,
off to
but-
college.
Yeah, he went off to college.
Went off to college.
Actually.
There actually was a rumor
Is that
for
what
a
they're calling
while.
it now?
I remember in middle school the rumor was like he went off to college because the actor was like using drugs and stuff. No, he just quit.
Yeah?
That's all it
Yeah.
was.
Okay.
Yeah, he was just
so
done
it
with
was
the role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Hack Joe took over.
Like squares and
Full
not, or would it be like triangles? I can't remember. He had a purple square.
He was a square. That's
He was
for
a
sure.
He was a
Square.
fucking square.
Piece of shit.
Didn't they have like recently like an open casting call to be the new
They
like,
did.
Blues person?
Our good
I didn't
friend
realize
Kellen
it was
tried out
still-
for it.
Yeah,
in
Kellen
production.
did try out for it. Did they ever air like the show?
I think they picked a guy. I think it's just an unknown guy, but
Okay.
it's not Kellen.
And Gary Busey should have hosted Blues Clues.
That.
Yes.
You and your Gary Busey fiasco.
Listen, Gary Busey is a treasure to mankind.
He's also flipping crazy.
Listen, that's
Yeah,
why
that's
he's a
why.
treasure to mankind. I do a thing now, and I'm probably going to do it on this podcast as well. Every time I have some form of platform to plug myself, I plug Gary Busey's Twitter instead of my own.
Why don't you just do it now to get it out of the
Follow
way?
at the Gary Busey on Twitter. You won't regret it. Actually, you probably will.
Probably will.
You
regret it,
But do it because it's funny.
I don't know why people keep giving Dave a platform.
You know what's? I don't either. It's like, man.
He's spreading the message of the Lord. He needs to get the message out there, and he's gonna find a way.
Since I started, it went from being the because now on Twitter you can see like if your mutuals follow somebody. It was like just me to like 6 people I know now following him.
There it is. It's spreading. That's awesome.
I'm actually gonna look that up right now
Look
because
it up.
I'm curious how many people I know does who follows Gary Busey.
So keep talking about your mermaid skeleton. What's the?
Oh yeah,
What would you do with the skeleton?
I don't know because
should you acquire it?
that's the thing is that like I'm kind of I don't know where we put it in our condo because it's like
Bathtub.
that'd be funny
That would be
in the guest bathtub. We might do that. It'd be funny. Because I used to have like
If you're a guest in our house and you want to
I
take a
used to
bath,
have like a sort of mascot for like his name was Steve Marrow. He was just a life-size skeleton with like shades and a necktie, and the whole gimmick was that his backstory was that he was a burned up frat boy,
Nice.
and whose frat was a Delta Iota Epsilon, which says die, and so he had to live with me but he was still like a reanimated skeleton burn victim, but he was still like a frat boy mentality.
Yeah, he's like the
So
Chad.
I would take a bunch of pictures of him like on the ground surrounded by liquor bottles and stuff.
poor
That's
guy.
awesome.
But
Yeah.
when we moved from our old apartment in Burbank to the new one, he got smashed in the process.
Oh.
Did someone you know smash him?
Smashed not via liquor.
Yeah,
was it like a mover?
no, literally like somebody caved his face in.
Was it a mover that did that?
No, it was somebody in the house.
Oh,
I
you
won't
know
s-
who you are.
Yeah, they know who they are.
Malicious.
Yeah, I don't think it was maliciously intended, but I think they regretted it.
Yeah.
Well, they should.
Yeah, I still have his head. This isn't putting me on a good platform either, is it? I still have old Steve's head and jaw like open, smiling, with the glasses on my nightstand because I don't like to have people over.
You're like that guy who. Oh no! I'm thinking of Alien 3, where they had Bishop's head, and they had to reconnect it to the guy.
Yeah.
It's like Bishop.
I thought you were gonna say like you're like that guy John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the famous Western actor.
Yeah.
Anyways.
John Wilkes Gacy.
John. Oh my god. I remember why I don't do these as often as I do anymore. I just keep
Do you
talking
remember
about
why you
serial
don't have
killers.
me on these?
Yeah, well, I like having you on. You're a good friend. Actually, the interesting thing was when Dave was last on was when I was first meeting him, and that was February 2017.
Oh my God.
And if you listen to that podcast, you can see we're trying to like get a read on each other. And I think I had I did a mistake in that podcast. I want to apologize now.
Oh.
I
2
gave
years.
some praise to the Nostalgia Critic.
Oh,
Oh God.
I put him in a good light.
Should he not be in a good light?
I don't think he should be as good in light. I appreciate him putting out stuff.
Is he a bad person?
I think we talked about this the other day. Like,
Right.
I don't like the Nostalgia Critic, but I also I'm in the minority on this. I feel like he has become such a punching bag that I find jokes about him really unfunny.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
Mind you, I don't like the guy, and he deserves to be made fun of. But he's kind of like, he's become like this really easy target. So I think I said this thing where it was like, if you make more... No, look, you can tell a lot about a person by the amount of Nostalgia Critic jokes they make.
yeah.
And that got some people riled up, because I guess they misinterpreted that. But it was more like, no, it's just like, it's lazy, you know?
Yeah, it's easy.
It's like...
Make fun of Trump.
Yeah, I guess that's a good example. Like, yeah, like he's an idiot, but it's such an easy target. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Right. So that was a mistake from my past that I wanted to clear up.
Was that a call
And-
out to Blabs, by the way?
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
But there's a lot of other people. I see it all
No,
the time.
I know. I'm kidding. I love you, Blab. If you're listening to this, I love you. You're a good boy.
Never met the guy. I'm sure he's a delight.
He's a good man.
He's a fucking piece of shit. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, we're all
He's,
pieces of shit in our own little way.
Yeah, some of
It's
us
all right.
steal cake, some of those steal rubber chicken.
It's true.
Oh yeah,
I did my
wanted
time.
to tell
I did
you
my time.
my thievery story.
Yeah, let's
I did not steal myself, but my little Guatemalan adopted sister doesn't have anything to do that she's Guatemalan and
Just
stealing.
had to point that out.
It's-
Thank you for clarifying. Please.
She just I like to bring up that she's Guatemalan because it's interesting.
That isn't.
It paints a picture.
Yeah.
What you
Yes.
expect, and now you're going to subvert our expectations.
And by the way, for the audience, I am a white man. So
You had to establish that, like 40 episodes into this?
yeah.
People are going to be freaked
People
out
are
now.
like, I
Yeah.
thought he was Puerto Rican.
All this time I was convinced this black man was hosting.
So anyways, we go to this pawn shop. We look at some stuff. We're like, okay, great. We leave. And then my sister had like this little doll. And my mom's like, where did you get that? And she's like, got it at the pawn shop. And they're like, do you have the tag for it? She's like, oh, it's missing. I guess it's mine. And it was like under her pillow. So she was trying to hide it.
She knew.
That little scam.
How
And
old is
so
she?
She was kind of young at the time. She was like 7 or something.
Dang. Yeah, that's...
And so she had to go back and apologize to the guy and bring it back. And
Well, that's a good lesson.
yeah,
to be
that's a
learned.
good lesson. She knows not to steal no more.
That's good.
Yeah. But me, I have never stolen anything. I'm the best person ever.
Me too.
Stealing's wrong. I mean,
Stealing
don't-
is
like,
wrong.
Don't do it,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's funny.
Yeah, but...
There are moments
if
where
you-
it's funny, sure.
You're hungry for cake.
Yeah.
At least you try to swipe your card. If you swipe your card 3 times and it gets declined, just go ahead and take it.
Yeah, I give the excuse
Yeah.
for that I
3 strikes,
was-
you're out.
It was literally my 21st birthday, and I was very intoxicated.
Yeah. Honestly, the Walmart people should have done their job. It's
Yeah.
They
probably
don't
their
care.
fault it
I
got stolen.
heard honestly, like being facetious, but don't fucking steal, obviously. But like,
Yeah.
there is a thing where like I I think if it's like under $10, they don't care. Like you could just walk out.
Huh?
Cakes are more.
I mean,
than that,
what
right?
are they going to do? They have the greeter there at the front.
The greeter's always
greeter's
like a
not gonna-
90-year-old
Yeah.
man. He's not gonna do anything.
He's not going to chase after you and tackle you.
Can't even chase after his own dementia. He's not gonna catch you.
Oh God! Remember that that clip from back in the day where the guy was denying the moon landing and he got socked in the face by Buzz Aldrin, who was 72 at the time.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you get punched in the face by a 72-year-old man, you probably deserve it.
Oh yeah.
We're back into it. Cons. We went to a con together, Riley, Dave, and I. And that's the con where we met Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things that happened was not to the way to the con. to the way to the con?
On the way to the
On the
con.
way to the con.
On the way to the con, yes. Yeah, Jean Claude, here's the story. We went on to the con.
Makes sense. I'm following so far.
This is such a
I'm
good
so sorry.
story.
I'm a little scatterbrained. We went to the con, and we stopped at a gas station. And Dave was like, all right, I'm going to get out and pump some gas. I'm like, okay. And it's me and Skin Cube in the back. And we're just sitting there. We're waiting for Dave to pump the gas. And then he slams on the back window, and he says, I know you're fucking with me. And I'm like, what is happening? And I say, Dave, what are you talking about? And he just repeats, I know you're fucking with me.
He opens the front door too.
Yeah.
like, "Stop
He opens the
fucking with
front
me."
door. Stop fucking with me.
All right, let me explain. So my brain had a doo-doo moment where you know how when you look in the back mirror, the sides are switched in your viewpoint, right?
Right.
Well, I got out to get the gas, and when I looked in the back seat while I was pumping, I for some reason didn't think about that, like the mirror reflection. So I thought Gage and Skin Cube had switched seats.
He thought we switched
and
seats
I thought they were fucking with me.
midway. By the way, the time where you left the car and the time you slammed the window was about 30 seconds. There was no possible way. It was a small
I
car.
thought you guys had like planned it, and you were just like,
Go. He's out of the car. Let's
like
go.
let's break Dave's brain today.
Oh my god.
You broke it yourself.
That would have been like a really horrible joke too. Like,
Yeah.
a prank play. Let's just switch seats on him.
We got him.
Yeah. And that was my favorite part of the con.
And now, if you ever want to break my mind, you know how to do it.
Yeah, just switch seats in the car and just claim you're like, Dave, you're just looking in the mirror again.
Dave, what are you talking about? That was so good. That was
Wild.
so funny.
One of my finest moments for sure.
What wasn't Dave's finest moment? Speaking of which, Dave, how are you liking LA, Los Angeles, the city of angels? You've moved here since you were on the podcast last.
It's pretty good. I like being around my friends. I like being close to people I like to work with. Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's I'm complacent with it.
You don't want to live here though, right?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I want to settle down here if I have a family. It's just because it's so expensive. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I would want to get this deep, but have you guys been thinking about having families lately?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
We're like in our mid-20s.
No, from you, Riley.
Fuck no. Jesus.
I'm a bachelor and I'll
Wait.
always be a
Yeah. At least for a long time.
Maybe Riley's at the age where he's just over it, and we're at the
Riley's
peak
younger
of it.
than me. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
What?
Wait.
Riley, I thought
am
you were like 28.
No. Oh my god.
How old are you?
I'm not a grandpa yet. I'm 25 going on 26 in September.
Yeah.
Wait, how old are you, Dave?
I'm 25.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're all approximately the same age except for Junk.
I don't know. I have a weird thing. I have a
old is
weird
John
thing where
Claude?
I actually would like to be a dad. I like kids. Not well. Yeah, I guess you can take that out of any context you want. But no, I really would like to be a father. I don't know if anytime soon, obviously, but it's something to think about. I mean, we're getting older. We gotta start thinking about like health insurance and
Yeah, that's
And
true.
shit, like-
that is true.
We're getting older, yeah, but we're not getting that much older. It's like, I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of time to enjoy life.
Yeah. I think it's time
mean-
to settle down and die. I don't know. That's just, you know.
I hate that though. That's like
basically once you hit a certain age, that's all you do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, it's time to kick back on the front porch and die a little bit.
I mean,
Drink a couple
speaking
brews.
as the man with
With the most years.
with the most years, with a lot more life experience, I'm 26.
Oh my
years
God.
old.
Oh my God.
So,
I'm glad I didn't say your age out loud.
Sitting on my porch and dying.
Entice us with your tales, Grandpa.
It's exactly that's where I'm at. Life insurance is nice. Me and my grandma wife, we really like our little house in the country.
Yeah.
We got a dog and
Little
we're
poodle.
ready to get into our graves and pass away.
So what's your position on the whole father thing? Are you ready to go into fatherhood yet?
No.
Well, obviously not yet.
I'm not ready
mean,
to. Yeah, I'm not gonna go out and just pump one in someone. But
a drive-by coming, as they call it.
I like that.
I don't know. It seems like more and more people my age are talking about like settling down, having a family,
Jesus.
and that freaks me out a little bit because
There are
we're in our
people-
mid-20s, man. It's
Yeah.
like
There are people younger than us who are married already.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
a lot of people from my hometown are married and like have kids on the way.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're from
that
Florida,
that
right?
spooks the heck out. Yeah, I'm from Florida.
Okay, yeah. I feel like that's
yeah,
like a thing to do.
I'm not necessarily looking to start a family immediately. However, so I have 2 more years of medical school, and I think the common thing to do is once you start your residency, you're guaranteed to be in that city where you're doing residency for at least 3 or 4 years, depending on what you're doing, if not longer. So I think if I got into residency, that's when you have enough money, sort of, starting out to start thinking about building up that kind of familial empire.
I don't want you to start a family. You're like, we're starting an empire. here.
empire. My
I'm the
children
king
will carry
here.
the torch.
We're gonna
You guys are my
overthrow the daycare
lieutenants.
center.
So yeah, I mean, but I'm currently single, so it's not even a semblance of an idea in my mind. I'd like to at least know the person that I'm gonna marry, and then
See, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm single. I haven't found anyone yet. I'm just here to have. I'm just trying to have fun out here in Los Angeles.
yeah, build a career.
Yeah, small town Gage in the big
Yeah.
city with big dreams.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I haven't found anyone out here that's really tickled my fancy quite
Listen,
yet.
I don't know about you guys. I'm out there smashing poon
That's
24/7.
exactly.
Just
Yeah, Dave-
crushing puss.
Just-
He didn't say he wasn't hooking up with the girls that were into
Yeah.
butchery and stuff. He just said he's weirded out by them.
I'm having sex with females, as they call it in the
That's what they
As
say.
they call it in the lowdown.
yeah in the clubs. They're like, hey baby, would you like to have sexual intercourse together? And they're like, get away from me, you fucking freak.
Dave, when was the last time you've been to a club?
Never. I don't like clubs.
Well, you haven't. tried
Actually,
it.
no. I take that back. I don't like clubs. I went one time by mistake.
Oh,
You slipped on a banana peel and you fell into a club.
I didn't want to go, and my friends convinced me by lying to me and saying it was like a bar. It was a club. It's not my thing. I get weird around people like that. Like, I don't know. I don't mind like dancing and stuff, but
I don't think I've been to a club since like Tallahassee.
I don't like public displays of intimacy.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, do whatever the fuck you want behind closed doors, but like, I don't know. It just kind of weirds me out.
I have no problem with other people doing it in public. and
No.
things like that, like-
Yeah. I'm talking about like me personally. It's
Yeah,
like, I'm not
definitely.
gonna make out with my girlfriend in the middle of the street. It's weird.
I'll do that with my girlfriend, but like hooking up with a stranger in the club, I don't know. If I meet someone on the dance floor, I mean, I've done it. I've been down that road.
He's crazy.
But I don't like walking up to my friends afterwards and them like nudging me on the shoulder and be like, "Oh, who's that? Oh, what's going on over there?" I'd be like,
we did that at the bar last
I don't
night.
want to talk about it. We did.
Oh my god.
Okay.
We were just like, Jean Claude, ladies,
Well, yeah, I mean, I brought it up, but yeah. I guess never mind. I guess my whole entire point is null and void because
We're trying to say Jean Claude is a poon hound.
yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
just- I
Congratulations.
seek it out and I don't get anything in return. So it's,
I seek it out. They say no, thank you. I go back. I read a nice book. I go to bed.
and I grow as a person.
But I mean, you know, we are at that, and I hate to harp on this, but like we are at that age where it's time to start getting serious about stuff. And I don't mean to be like, you know, oh, we gotta settle down. I don't mean that. I
About
mean
real life
just,
shit.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
dude, fucking bills and
Yeah.
healthcare and like, God, it piles up on you.
It
Your,
does.
your youth goes by way faster than you think it does.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah. It does. At the same time, I kind of want to fight that feeling.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right, but you can't
100%.
fight the government.
Yes, I can.
Yes, you can
It's
actually.
my Second Amendment right.
That's,
Gage has
that's
just
true.
subscribed to the people that's going to Area 51.
Yes.
He will, in fact, be fighting the government.
I'll see you there, Gage.
See you there. I'll Naruto run all the way to you.
I had this crazy idea about how the whole Area 51 meme should be handled. Okay, so here's the thing. Let the inbreds or whatever who want to storm Area 51 do it, right? And here's the plan. Instead of mowing them down, capture them, sedate them, and bring them into Area 51 and dress them up. Like, have you ever seen Spy Kids? You know, like Fluke?
Yeah.
You know, like Flukes?
Here's
Yeah.
my plan. It's based on the hit film Spy Kids.
Like Fluglies, where
Yeah.
he's taking all the agents and turning them into like weird
Toe
creatures.
people, yeah.
Take all these like mouth breathers who are storing Area 51 and turn them into the actual aliens. Then open it up like a zoo, and then they'll use that to pay our debt to China.
That's a great
Oh my
Twilight Zone
God.
twist you got there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Turns out we were the animals the whole time.
right.
That's it.
That's the plan.
Not a bad idea.
It's not the worst idea, no.
But once the thumb people start Naruto running around, we'll know.
That's gonna be awkward.
Oh man, is there anybody who has built like? Because there are amazing cosplayers out there. Has anybody built like an exact replica of like the thumb people?
That's a good question.
Well, that's hard to do because it's Uncanny Valley territory, where it's just
It's
like,
not hard to do,
so
it's just
not
weird.
uncanny, just like horrible CGI territory.
They scared me.
You could build a suit though, like from that. You just construct like
But who would do that?
the biggest.
Who is so passionate about
I don't know, the
Spy
biggest
Kids
Spy
franchise?
Kids fanatic.
Am I
Robert
correct in-
Rodriguez himself has built
Oh,
one.
that's it. Am I correct in remembering the movie where like they draw like a really shitty thing on like a piece of paper and scan it and turn the parents
Yes,
into the kid? Oh god,
correct.
yeah, that messed me up as a kid. I
They
was
turn
like,
Antonio Banderas into like a banana freak.
Yeah.
that was horrible.
Yeah, in the second one, they had Steve Buscemi, and he had the most existential line.
Oh yeah.
Where he's like, "Do you think God stays in heaven because he's scared of what he created?"
Oh my god.
That's in
he
Spy
said
Kids
that in
2.
Spy Kids 2.
It's good stuff.
God, I love Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
I would love to have a beer with that guy.
Greatest philosopher of our time.
Yeah, clearly.
Apparently.
Yeah, apparently he probably ad-libbed that,
Mm-hmm.
and then Robert Rodriguez was like, "Hey, it's cool."
He's like, it's so deep.
It's like, Jesus
In this-
Christ.
The kids will love it.
It'll be popular from the
Listen,
5 to 8 age range.
They were on the island of lost dreams, and Steve had lost his belief and faith in the Lord.
Yeah.
It was a very fulfilling exercise.
Spy Kids 2 is about questioning God.
I feel like if you
It
get
is,
to the
though.
gates of if there is a God, you get to the gates of heaven, and St. Peter's like, "Have you seen Spy Kids 2?" And you're like, "No." He sends you to hell. Like,
That's the requirement to go.
Holy shit.
Imagine 100 years
if
from
you
now, they're
if you
like,
get there and you're like, "I own it on Blu-ray," you get your wings
You
immediately.
get your wings immediately. It's just like you either read the Bible or you watch Spy Kids 2. Those were our two forms of information.
Yeah. If you play, it's like a heavy metal record. It's like if you play Spy Kids 2 in reverse, it just reads out the whole Bible.
Is Junie the second
Yeah.
coming of Christ?
this is the most I've ever talked about Spy Kids 2 in my life. I saw the movie, and I immediately forgot about it afterwards.
Danny Trejo was the uncle in that, right?
He was
Yeah.
Uncle Machete,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that turned into his own franchise.
It's fucking cool.
Well, I say franchise. It's 2 movies.
but it's like a rated
I think
R
that-
spin-off. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Robert Rodriguez is weird.
Yeah.
He casted Charlie Sheen as the president in that movie.
That's
He
right.
also
Oh my
casted
god.
George Lopez in Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh, as Mr.
Mr.
Electro.
Electric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Electric, send them to the principal and have him expelled. It's the greatest line read in the history of cinema.
God, he got Sylvester Stallone in the 3rd movie too,
That's
didn't he?
right. yeah.
And oh god, Elijah Wood.
Was
right.
the villain.
Yeah.
My
No, he
God.
was the kid with like 99 lives. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
Oh,
was
was
the
he?
cool
Oh, I thought
kid.
he was the villain at the end.
No.
No, that's
Stallone.
That was Stallone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind. Wait. We're talking about Spy Kids 3 or Shark
Spy
Boy and
Kids
Lava
3.
Girl?
Game
Spy
over.
Kids 3D.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who was the villain in Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
George Lopez.
George
George Lopez.
Lopez.
He was Mr. Electric.
Okay. Well, that shows
George
how much I've seen
Lopez
these
is a
movies.
villain in real life.
Is he though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he done
You wake up
anything
at
horrible?
4 a.m. with his show playing, and it scares the crap out of you.
Well, okay, all right. That's different than George Lopez coming into your house at 4 a.m.
I don't know.
He's already in your house at 4
I believe George Lopez would murder someone.
He's got that look.
He's just got that look, you know.
He's got that murderous intent in his
It's like
eyes.
that Norm Macdonald bit where like Bob Saget killed someone in 1980. like,
That's right. I fucking love Norm.
it's- every time we meet, that seems to come up in some form or another.
I love Norm.
Yeah.
He's a funny man.
Who doesn't? I just want to take a step back and say I can't believe it took me 2 years to get you guys back on recording, and this is what we talk about. We talk about freaking George Lopez and Spy Kids.
And
Listen,
murder.
You had zero topics.
Would you have it any other way?
You know
That's
what?
true.
I don't think I would, Dave.
Yeah.
I don't think I would. And yeah, I had no topics going into this, so I just kind of hope for the best. And you know what? The worst came out, and I loved it.
I would pay big bucks to see George Lopez play as like a slasher villain.
That would actually. Oh, dude,
Should
did you
there
see
be
the
a Mr.
trailer
Electro
for
spinoff? Electric spinoff?
That I mean, like, sure. I mean, maybe he could like kill people in like electric ways.
Oh.
Like he like forces a girl to like shove a fork into a socket.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh my
It kind of reminds me of that Scooby-Doo villain that, or the Electric Gremlin. Better idea.
I thought about Scooby Doo Siren Chick.
Yeah, I thought it was the.
Yeah.
is that what you
Yeah,
mentioned?
I think I was talking about that.
Yeah.
But it's also the Electric Gremlin in Gremlins 2, the new batch.
You know what looks like shit?
Go ahead,
Besides
Dave.
everything.
They're like how many years later they're like doing a sequel to Scooby Doo on Zombie
Oh.
Island.
I know.
So mad. About it.
I never saw the trailer for that, but I
rough.
said why.
The first one was like
I like the first
actually
one.
kind of dark and
It's
scary.
actually really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very good. The second one just looks cheesy and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't watch Scooby-Doo anymore, so
Yeah.
I
Sco-
stopped
I
when they
would-
brought John Cena
I
on.
would argue and say that Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated is actually a really good show.
I agree.
Because they had like a thorough plot line, and it turned into like a Cthulhu mystery.
Really?
Yeah, it gets
That's
where-
dark.
Is this with Patrick Warburton?
Was it with Patrick Warburton?
I forget.
Patrick Warburton played like the police chief in some Scooby-Doo
It
one.
might have been. I could be wrong. But it would had like a narrative plot where like all the episodes connected, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they did something different with Scooby Doo. It's so
After
weird to think
60
like
years.
what like shows have lasted like the test of time. Scooby Doo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Yeah,
SpongeBob.
It's rough. SpongeBob doesn't surprise me because SpongeBob had a good run. For,
They had a good foundation.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Front.
Yeah, is Flintstones genuinely I feel like that fell off.
No, I guess that's kind of dead.
They had Flintstones babies.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
You're
Yeah.
thinking of Muppet Babies.
No, they had Flintstones babies.
Oh my God. Really?
They're
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know if it
fuck.
was titled Flintstones Babies, but they were the Flintstones as babies.
Oh my God.
that sounds really
believe it.
horrible.
Yeah.
Was it? I think it was called the Bedrock Kids.
Oh.
Or something
Jesus.
like
Sounds
that.
good. That sounds
That's
just real enough.
offensive.
Out of all the people who would know that, I think you would. Be
Because I think I found a commercial for it on like a VHS rip, like next to like Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling.
Ooh.
What?
All right. Should we wrap this up?
It-
No.
it's
Start
your
talking
call,
about
man.
Flintstones.
Absolutely not.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba gabba.
Don't forget to
Yo
dab friends.
cabba doo. Yeah, wrap this up. This is stupid.
This is stupid. This is probably the worst episode we've ever done.
No, this was fun.
Yeah, this is good. I like this.
Of course, yeah. I'm kidding. I'm joshing with you.
He's not
I
joking.
I always have-
He's
multiple
serious.
crimes on this episode.
Yeah, I know.
You can use this as
Cops be at
evidence.
the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blackmail us, Gage.
No, I wouldn't want to blackmail my friends.
That's good.
Yeah, I think
Thank
that's
you.
pretty good. I think that's a good quality in a friend.
Yeah, to not blackmail you.
Yeah.
That's a great
So
quality.
yeah.
Thanks,
friend
pal.
I
quality
could have
number one.
blackmailed you, but instead I am your friend.
I could have turned your arms into actual armrests, but I'm your friend, so I'm not gonna go Ed Gein on you.
All right. Riley, we do something called Final Thoughts here where we wrap up our experience on the show and say what we've learned today. So, Riley, what are your final thoughts?
I learned that I shouldn't have worked with Dave because he's a fucking criminal. But it was good.
That's a good lesson. That's a good lesson.
That's a great
but
lesson.
you know what? Your name is forever entangled with Dave Capdevielle.
Yeah,
now, so.
How
guilty
does
by
that feel?
association.
You're associated with greats like Stan Lane, Tom Holland, and Clive Barker, and then Dave Capdevielle.
the cake
lowering
criminal.
stature.
Yeah, no, I was very happy to work with you. Honestly, I really enjoyed
I love
it.
you, man.
Love you too, buddy.
I still have your Bubba Hotep poster. I need to send you that.
That's fine. I'm not in any rush to get it. It's okay.
But it's signed by Bruce Campbell.
That's
It
true.
is.
That is
But
true.
it's in a safe place.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say where.
It's Area 51,
Area 51.
51.
Yeah.
right next to the Ark of the Covenant. All right, Jean Claude, what are your final thoughts?
I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
To actually record with you in person. I don't know if
We've never recorded in person before.
Wow.
So that's wild. Glad to be in LA, seeing you guys. This has been fun, recording with you both, as well as Gage. And, this is
Wow, throwing some major shade my way.
and unintentionally, that was not what I meant. I'm not sure I necessarily learned anything from this episode.
No. It's
You
a
learned
welcome
about
back.
about Spy Kids too.
So I did learn about Spy Kids
And
too.
Mr. Electric,
This is right. I was putting the two together. Shark Boy and Hawk Girl and Spy Kids. So.
You learned that you can dress your kids up like gynecologists
Which I intend to do.
and proctologists.
Those
are two different things.
They are two different things, but your fingers are going up orifices.
That's right.
So.
That's what the lesson to take home here.
Yeah.
Dave, is that your final thought?
My final thought is you should follow at the Gary Busey on Twitter.
Son of a bitch.
I said beforehand I was gonna do it, and I did.
But I just gave you the platform half an hour ago.
Listen.
It's a second one.
It's the second
in case
one.
people need
That's
it.
all I need people to learn is that if you don't follow Gary Busey on Twitter, there's a good chance that you'll die.
By the way, I know 5 people
It's like 90%.
out of my 400 people that I follow that follow Gary Busey.
It's about to be 6.
One of them's you, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
I am one of the disciples.
You're an apostle.
I have
of-
washed the feet of Mr. Lethal Weapon himself.
Oh my god.
And you're gonna be the one that betrays.
I remember when I got Riley to draw the Ginger Dead Man episode.
Yeah. That was a good one.
And you were just like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know, just draw Gary Busey somehow. and it came out because there was a bunch of guests on it, so each of us was gingerbread cookies in this oven, and instead of being the Ginger Dead Man, it was just Gary Busey laughing hysterically, taking the cookie. That's one of my. I think that's still my favorite episode of all time. Is that one?
It's
Really?
a good one.
Yeah. I'm super proud of the intro on it.
I agree.
Nice.
It's amazing. That's the one with the what was it, the rhyme,
Yeah,
Children's
the
rhyme.
entire intro is done in kind of like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, entirely in rhyme.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We did that for a Christmas episode way back when.
we did.
Yeah. It's tough to do because you gotta
Because you got to write.
you gotta rhyme.
My final thought is it's great to have you guys all back on. Riley, you're a great new addition to the cast.
Thank you.
I love having you here. I'm sorry that we had the technical difficulties.
That's okay.
But I think you rolled with the punches quite well.
Thank you. I love you.
Hey, I love you too, buddy. I hope you're in town for my birthday.
Yeah, I'll probably
you just
not
got
birthday.
put into a responsibility.
Yeah.
I'll
gotta-
definitely be out for October for sure.
Yeah, everybody's coming here for October because we're throwing the big Halloween party again.
Yeah. Oh, guys, we should totally go to Margaritaville and
Hell
Universal.
Yeah. Dude,
I swear to
hell
fucking
yeah.
God, Gage, I swear
Jimmy,
to God.
Dude, no, we went to Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, and I told the lady, I'm like, listen, I've been here for half an hour and you haven't played any Jimmy Buffett. I'm not tipping.
Oh,
No, I didn't. I'm joking. I didn't say that. I did ask her. I said, could I request a Jimmy Buffett? And she said, yeah. And I put on like son of a sailor.
Oh my god.
Classic Jimmy Buffett. Just before we go, it's insane that Jimmy Buffett has this loyal fan base out of
Huge.
all
He's
the
a Broadway
artists.
musical.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
It's
god.
called Escape from Margaritaville.
No, I sent that to Riley, and Riley was like, "We're going to this." And I'm
Hell
like,
yeah, dude.
Yeah, seriously.
Did you actually? You know what I wanted to see because I do love musical theater. Meatloaf has a musical off of
Yeah.
Bat Out of Hell, and I really wanted to see that.
That sounds cool.
Oh.
I'd be down to see that.
Yeah.
Well, Jean Claude, would you do the honors of wrapping up this podcast?
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
What a
like
journey we've been on. We started. We talked about stealing things. And Dave stole our hearts with his wonderful story of stealing the cake. We learned about Spy Kids. There was some stuff in the middle there. I can't even remember what the hell we talked about.
I don't think we should say the stuff in the middle because it could be cut out.
It could be cut out. Who
Yeah.
knows? There was something there. Whether or not you heard it, and here we are. That's our wrap up. That was very succinct and terrible. I'm so sorry.
Good night.
Remember to buckle your seatbelt before you cross the street.